Have you ever wanted to build a cyberpunk city in Minecraft? Well, so did I. And in this video, I'm going to start my journey on building one of my own. But before I do that, I'm going to have to flatten some of this land real quick and probably get some more bricks. I'd say that's pretty flat. Not complete over here, but or over there, or under it. Don't look at that. This is a good enough plot right here for us to at least get an idea of where we want to start our city. I left the church up because that's where all my stuff is. I don't know if you can see through those windows there. A lot of stuff in there. So until we get the city running, keeping the church up. Eventually, I'm sure I'll start building over the top of it. So yeah, let's find a good spot to start this. I have to do some calculations, I think, first before I can just arbitrarily pick a spot, but it'll be somewhere right in this area. Before I can get more bricks, however, let me show you the things that I've done so far. This is my little humble abode currently. Normal vanilla church, which is why I left it still standing in here. We got a few chests full of stuff. Extra shulker boxes. This is all the bricks that I've collected so far. And this isn't even enough, which is crazy. Ender chest. There you go. Up here is where I've been sleeping. I keep sand, gravel up here. You never know. Down here is my trading hall. Something small, pretty basic. This is where I got all of these emeralds right here. And where hopefully I'm about to get all of the bricks that I need. Gotta find out if this will be enough. I'm hoping. Ah, they didn't refill. Once they refill, maybe. Another almost 2 stacks right here. I'm thinking that this isn't enough anymore. It's a bummer. It means I might have to go mining. Well, while we wait for that, here's something else I could do. I'm going to show you the world so far. Okay, this is a brand new area that I haven't been to very much. I haven't been here for super long. But let's take a trip through the nether. Alright, here's the nether. Here's the path that I've carved out from the portal right there. Out right here into the main area. Right here is my original nether portal. Oh, there are magma cubes here, and I'm lagging really bad because of OBS. Let's go through this portal, and this is where my original base is. This is the basement that I carved out, mostly because I needed the resources. No real particular reason for it. My little enchanting setup right here. Got plenty of lapis in there. So this is spawn. This is my little starter house here that I've started with. It's starter house. I call it the lumber yard because that's what this is meant to be. This is supposed to be a place where you can grow trees in the back here, chop them down, and get all the wood that you want. Right now it's for bamboo because I needed bamboo for scaffolding. But yeah. I really love this roof design, especially right here. I think I did this transition into the double roof pretty well. I think the only bit of improvement is right here. If I change that set of stairs right there into a full block, I think that'd be better. But I don't want to replace that right now. Got some signs here. Got the Spruce Pass and Lumberyard. Spruce Pass, I'll get into that later. But for now, let's head this way. This is the main little community farm that we have. We have automatic farms underneath, right here with some villagers. These things are basically always full. Not a lot of people use this anymore, which is kind of why. And I come down here every once in a while and I'll take literally all of it and then slowly it will refill because there's plenty of people who still hang around spawn. So it's always loaded. It's my dog. This one doesn't have a name yet. The one on the lumberyard, his name is Rex. I don't think I showed him. Way over there though. Here's another little small house that I forgot to put the window in apparently. And underneath is the important part. The insides of these houses aren't very detailed, so I don't want to show them. But underneath is just where I get my food. Now heading on down the path here, we're going to come across the community nether portal, which has been dubbed the Brody Shrine. It's a long story. But yeah, this is basically just the community nether portal. Here's the little ruins to make the world feel a little bit older. And this way is the final house connected to this area. It's just a slightly bigger house. Eventually somebody's going to move into it, but for right now it lays empty. Here. And head on towards Spruce Path. Or Pass. There's a little fishing hut this way, because I found this really cool naturally spawning, like, not even a lake, it's more just like a chasm into nothing. Really deep down. You can even see the bottom. There are a couple more things that I could show you, but I think we'll run into those with time, so we'll just leave it at that. Nice to see this world, actually. Especially from when it was first created, and I only had that house up there, compared to where it's at now, where I even have this bridge crossing the river here so we can get to the spruce area. Which is why this path is called the Spruce Pass. One thing I said in the video I posted just before this, about the waypoints. Essentially, because the world is set to large biomes, it's like occasionally biomes are like 6,000 or 7,000 blocks long instead of 600 or 700. And that is fine and all, but it becomes a big problem, especially when you're working, say, here at the church, and you need dark oak wood over here. Like, that's a, let's see here, it was negative 14,000. That's a 16,000 block trip. And honestly, that takes so long. So, to make it easier on myself and others, we made this waypoint mod. Or not made it, but we got this waypoint mod so that we can just immediately teleport wherever we need to without needing to worry about it too much. Just like that. Now we're back here. That way, we can focus on the important part of Minecraft, which is building, and we don't have to constantly be traveling back and forth. Now, eventually, I do want to change it so that I don't have to be teleporting everywhere, and I can use nether travel instead. But until then, I'm just going to use teleportation. I should also mention on this world, I like to not use my elytra. if I can. That's why I have my horse, which also doesn't have a name. Feel free to leave a comment down below for that. Dumb. Yeah, so my horse doesn't have a name, and I like to not use my elytra as much as I can. I mean, sometimes it's unavoidable, especially if I want to get a specific shot of my base or something, so I can see it at a better angle. Or for things like traveling to the coral area, for example, for the first time. That sucked. And I did attempt it on horseback, and I got about 4,000 blocks in, and I was like, you know what, this is dumb. I'm just gonna fly the rest of the way, which is what I ended up doing. I don't want to rely on the elytra, I think is really what I'm trying to say. Because using it's fun, but constantly using it kind of ruins it a little bit. Yay. Still wasn't enough. Which means I don't think that this will be enough. I do have 20 more emeralds. I think what I need to do... Go back to lumberyard. I was really hoping that I had diorite or head on down here and see what we have in these chests. This is my mine. This is where I've been doing all my mining and resource grinding. I have a little bit of andesite and a tiny bit of granite. This is my resource hole. So basically, if I ever need just a lot of cobblestone or stone, come down here and dig out this area. It's a 3 chunk by 3 chunk area. Let's go through these chests. See if I can't sell anything. I only have 5 diorite to my name. Oh, here's some more. Oof. I was gonna say, 5 diorite is rough. There we go. Now we got a couple more emeralds. Perfect. I don't think we need too terribly much more. Because I think it's 48 for 2 stacks, or almost 2 stacks. So that means I only need like a stack and a half of emeralds, and then I'm good. And time to get grinding. I think the best way for me to currently make emeralds is just mine stone and sell it. So, get on that. Let me finish that entire layer where I stopped about halfway through and just get the rest of it done. Okay, I got all the materials for the build. Now it's time to input all of the roads, or I guess at least 2 of them, which will go right behind my head. Somewhere on this file line. I'm gonna have to mark that out real quick. And put it together. But already. Here we go. I have the road and semi-outline of the thing built right down there. There are the materials. I did end up collecting the rest of those bricks, which in total was a shulker box full plus little over half a stack. Which, down here actually. See, shulker box full, little over half a stack. And now we get to start cracking on this nice, lovely, giant building that we're about to construct. This is really my first time building with Lightmatica, so let's see how well this goes. I'm gonna time lapse this probably like I have with clearing out the floor and doing a little bit of that mining. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else for me to say other than let's just jump right into it. Oh yeah. Just take a look at this. Things already coming together along really nicely. Right over there. It's only part of the first floor. Put a tiny bit of the details in already. But something I wanted to point out before I get too much further is this. This is the big reason why I'm building this. It's a super smelter. Really simple. Items go on top. Fuel goes in there. I just need a hopper and chest. Or not a hopper. A minecart and chest. Two of them. One for the fuel, one for items, and then this whole thing should be good to go. I think it's time for me to get back to building now. So, I got the build finished. There's only one last thing that we need to do, and that's get those banners on there. I do have a loom here in the church that I can use, which is going to be handy. So glad I don't have to use the crafting table for this anymore. Here we go, we got the 5 A's. I don't have enough black dye. And of course, it's raining now too. Ugh. Morning recordings aren't fun, and I'm still tired. Alright, I got my dirt. Let's start adding these banners up, shall we? I'd say let's start with a vacant sign. It seems a little bit easier. After adding these, the build is basically complete. I still have some interior stuff that I need to design, but that can wait. Ta-da! Hold on, let me get a better angle of this. Gotta make this quick, it is sunset. Oh yeah. Our very first building in our Cyberpunk City. This here is what I call Chrome Haven. It's a little garage. This little piece right here at the bottom here. So you'll have people walk in, you know, make appointments here at the desk, waiting room for their car to be serviced, and maybe if a contract needs to be signed or something, then they can come back here. And I'm missing a block apparently. And this is the back office, so this is where all the deals will be made. This is where all the cars go. I think I'm gonna have a car sitting on top of this with broken headlights, and then a car sitting right here with working ones to light up this corner a little bit. But yeah, it's also a multi-tier garage, which actually was a lot of fun to design. I'm gonna have cars sitting up here that have different amounts of work that need to be done on them. But yeah, this is really interesting. I love this multi-tier garage. I don't know why, but it's just so nice. Visually, it's appealing, especially to stand right here and look up and just see all of this. Something else to mention, which I pointed out before, but look at this, a super smelter. All I have to do is load it up with coal. I also need a minecart and chest to put on top of both the rail lines. I haven't done that yet, but pretty soon should be good to go. Now I can finally smelt a large amount of items without needing to worry about it too much. It's perfect. Okay, now let's go to the other part of this build, which is over here, which is the apartment complex that I put on top. When I designed it, there was a big empty space right there above the garage, and I was like, what can I put up there? I know what I could do. Let me put some brick apartments. Now, they're kind of boring. There's no windows on the inside, because behind the walls here, I actually have, like, false windows, basically. Because eventually, I want this whole thing to be a trading hall. Something very simple. I want to be able to come in and just have all of these villagers ready for probably specific brick trades would be my guess. Because I want to split up my villager trading area just a tiny bit. Make it so I have to go to certain areas for certain things. I think that would be a lot of fun. Up here is also another, same room, empty, same premise. It'll be the same villagers. I'm probably going to do stonemasons, would be my guess. Because, you know, brick building, they sell brick. They also buy stone and stuff, and that's the main thing that I trade with right now because I have a ton of extra stone. Yeah, this was a really fun build. What the heck? There are so many zombies here. Basically, this one corner right here. Oh, there's a creeper in there. That's nice. Basically, this one dark corner that needs adjusted, but other than that, I'm actually really loving this. Nice little billboard, too. I didn't know what I wanted to put right here, so I just did a bunch of, like, flashy lights and stuff, because when I look at billboards, that's basically all I see, because I don't actually care what's on them. But if anyone has a suggestion on what I should put there, feel free to leave it in the comments, and I'll see what I can do. Don't worry, there will be plenty more of those style billboards hanging around the city, so more than one suggestion is welcome. Well, I think that's about time to end the episode. I don't want to keep you here for too long. It's been fun sticking to a schedule and actually committing to YouTube like I wanted to all these years. I feel a lot more motivated and excited to continue making content on YouTube, especially with this new format that hopefully is going to work for the future. I still have to tweak it a tiny bit, but we'll get there eventually, I think. I'm especially excited to work on my Forever World because I have so many plans for this world. You've got no idea. Yeah, tons of things are on the way, hopefully, for this world specifically. But for right now, one step at a time, I gotta get the fundamental farms built, nice starting point to jump off at. And then we can finally get into the big bulk building. But I did get this nice and lovely building behind me made, and it's awesome. It turned out so much better than I was hoping it would be. I'm missing a few blocks, but I'll get those off camera. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Oh, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.